Hello, I am Dr. Swastik and I welcome to this lecture of Community Medicine on Healthcare System in India. So in this lecture, we will cover the healthcare system in India introduction at the center, at the state, at the district, at the community, National Health Mission, National Rural Health Mission and National Urban Health Mission. So little bit about me. So let's start. India is a union of 29 states and 7 union territories. Health is basically a state subject under Constitution of India. The center deals with mainly international, national and interstate health matters like prevention of spread of communicable diseases, population control, family planning and vital statistics. The center's responsibility is mainly policy making, planning, guiding, assisting, evaluating, and coordinating the work of state health ministries. We will discuss the healthcare system in India under following headings: healthcare system at the center, then comes the state, then comes the district, and finally the grassroots level or community level. So, starting with the center, the healthcare system at national level consists of a ministry, namely Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, a directorate, the Directorate General of Health Services, and a central council, Central Council of Health and Family Welfare. The Union Ministry of Health and Family Welfare is headed by a cabinet minister, a minister of state, and a deputy minister. All these appointments are political. Secretary to Government of India is the executive head of Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. Currently, the Union Health Ministry has following departments: Department of Health and Department of Family Welfare. Secretary to Government of India is assisted by joint secretaries and deputy secretaries for Department of Health and additional secretary, Commissioner Family Welfare and one joint secretary for Department of Family Welfare. Now coming to the functions of Union Health Ministry, Article 246 in Schedule 7 of Constitution of India deals with the function of Union Health Ministry under Union List and one concurrent list. So major functions under the Union List are international health relation and administration of port quarantine, administration of central institutes, promotion of research through research centers and other bodies, regulation and development of medical, pharmaceutical, dental, and nursing professions, establishment and maintenance of drug standards, census, collection, and publication of other statistical data, immigration, emigration, regulation of labor in working of mines and oil fields, and coordination with the states and other ministry for promotion of health. Coming to the concurrent list: prevention of communicable diseases, prevention of adulteration of foodstuffs, control of drugs and poisons, vital statistics, labor welfare, ports other than measure, economic social planning, and population control and family planning. Now the next organ is Directorate General of Health Services. The Director General of Health Services is the principal advisor of Government of India in medical and public health matters. He is assisted by Additional Director Health Services. The Directorate consists of three main units: medical care and hospitals, public health, and general administration. The major functions of the Directorate are international health relation and quarantine, control of drug standards, medical store depots, postgraduate training, medical education, research, central government health scheme, national health programs, Central Health Education Bureau, Health Intelligence, and National Medical Library. Now, the third organ at the center is Central Health Council. A large number of health subjects in the concurrent list require continuous consultation, mutual understanding, and cooperation between center and state. Coordination in the matters related to health is achieved through a Central Health Council. All the state health ministers are its member, and the Union Health Minister is the chairman. The Director General of Health Services acts as the secretary. The council meets once in a year to draft policy matters. Now coming to the state level, in state, the management sector comprises of a state health ministry and state health directorate. The state ministry of health is headed by a minister of health and family welfare and a deputy minister. The health secretariat is the official organ of state ministry of health is headed by secretary assisted by large administrative staffs. The Director Health Services or the Director of Health and Family Welfare or the Director of Medical and Health Services is the chief technical advisor to state government in all matters relating to medicine and public health. Now coming to the district level, each state in Indian Union is divided into districts. They are administered by autonomous bodies or local self governments. Health organization at the district level is headed by Chief Medical Officer. He is the district head of both curative and preventive services. He is assisted by 3 deputy CMOs. The district hospital shall have one medical superintendent and this hospital will serve as referral center for health services in the district. Now let's look into the final level or community level, but before diving into that, it is crucial to understand the National Health Mission or NHM. Ministry of Health and Family Welfare is implementing various schemes and programs and national initiatives to provide universal access to healthcare. To increase the access to the decentralized health system, many different programs have been brought under the umbrella of National Health Mission. The National Health Mission has two submissions, namely the National Rural Health Mission 2005 and National Urban Health Mission 2013. For better understanding, we divide healthcare into a three-tier pattern: primary, secondary, and tertiary level of care. Primary level is the first level of contact of the individual or the family with the health system. This is provided by a subcenter or a primary health center. Secondary level or intermediate level of healthcare where specialist facilities are available to deal with complex health problems referred from primary level. Secondary care is provided by community health center or district hospitals. Tertiary care is the highest level of care where super specialties are available and investigation therapeutic procedures can be performed. Medical colleges and hospitals are the tertiary level of care. Now coming to the National Rural Health Mission. The National Rural Health Mission was launched on 5th of April 2005. It brings Indian system of medicine or Ayush to the mainstream of healthcare. This is operational in the whole country with special focus on 18 states which have weak public health infrastructure. The NRHM aims to provide accessible, affordable, accountable, effective, and reliable primary health care and bridging the gaps in the rural healthcare by creation of a cadre accredited social health activist or ASHA. This National Rural Health Mission is an instrument to integrate multiple programs along with their funds at the district level. So, what is ASHA? ASHA must be the resident of a village, a woman, married, widow, or divorced, preferably in the age group of 25 to 45 with formal education up to 8th class, having communication skills and leadership qualities. General norm for selection of one ASA is for 1000 population. However, in tribal, hilly, or desert areas, the norms could be relaxed to one ASA per habitation. Now have a look on the NRHM infrastructure. At village level, we have ASA, Anganwadi worker and village health and sanitization committee for 1000 population. At Gram Panchayat level or sub health center level, we have ANM and multi-purpose health worker for 5 to 6 villages. At PHC level, we have medical officer, Ayush medical officer, staff nurse and LSV covering 30 to 40 villages. At block level or CHC level, we have specialist emergency care 30 to 50 bedded hospital or referral unit covering a population of 1 lakh. Now coming to National Urban Health Mission. National Urban Health Mission was approved on 1st of May 2013. The National Urban Health Mission seeks to improve the health status of urban population, particularly slum dwellers and other vulnerable population. The National Urban Health Mission would cover all state capitals, district headquarters, city or town above population of 50,000. City or town below population of 50,000 will be covered by National Rural Health Mission. Now let's look into the urban health mission infrastructure. At community level we have ASA or link worker covering population of 1000 to 2500. At the next level we have ANM. ANM will report to the urban PHC and then move to respective area for outreach session. One ANM will cover population of 10,000. Next level is the urban PHC. This will cover population of 50,000 and will provide OPD, basic laboratory diagnosis and contraceptive services. Next level is urban CHC. This will cover 2.5 lakhs population and will have inpatient facilities, 30 to 50 bedded hospital or referral unit. Now coming to the healthcare system at the community, we will discuss healthcare system at the community under following headings: village level, sub-center level, primary health center level and community health center level. So now coming to healthcare at village level, health guide is a permanent local resident, preferably a woman, formal education up to 6th standard, and she will spare 2 to 3 hours a day for community health work. Local DIs or local birth attendants are trained for elementary concepts of maternal and child health, contraceptives and obstetric skills. Anganwadi worker under ICDS scheme 1 Anganwadi worker for 400 to 800 population. They are trained for maintenance of growth chart, immunization, supplementary nutrition, non-formal and preschool education and referral services. ASA we have already discussed in our previous slides. Now coming to healthcare at the subcenter. There is one subcenter for every 5,000 population in general and 3,000 for hilly, tribal and backward areas. A subcenter is staffed with one female health worker known as auxiliary nurse midwife or ANM and one multi-purpose health worker male, one health assistant female known as lady health visitor and one health assistant male located at the PHC is entrusted with the task of supervision of the subcenter. A subcenter provides services like immunization, antenatal, natal, postnatal care, prevention of malnutrition, common childhood diseases, and treatment of minor ailments. Coming to PHC level, a PHC covers a population of 20,000 to 30,000. It is staffed with a medical officer, Ayush practitioner, pharmacist, staff nurse, health worker, health assistants, laboratory technicians, and other staffs. The PHCs are equipped for services like medical care, MCH and family planning services, prevention and control of locally endemic diseases, collection of vital statistics, implementation of national health programs, basic laboratory services, and referral services. Now coming to CHC level, community health centers are established by upgrading the PHCs covering population of 80,000 to 1,20,000 with 30 beds and specialist care in medicine, surgery, pediatrics, and obstetrics and gynecology. CHCs provide care of routine and emergency cases in surgery, medicine, round-the-clock delivery services, emergency and essential obstetrics care, family planning services, newborn services, blood storage facilities, laboratory referral services, and implementation of national health programs. Coming to the staff position of CHC, a CHC have a block public health officer, specialist medicine, surgery, pediatrics, obstetrics and gynecology, a dental surgeon, general duty medical officer, specialist in Ayush medical officer, staff nurse, pharmacist, radiographer and other staffs. So that's all for this lecture. Thank you and have a nice day.